Hello, good evening everyone. Today we have gathered again to speak on all the vital issues concerning 2023 presidential election and other elections that will be taking place this year. I have here with me on this program Mr. Chid Okemado and Mr. Emmanuel Nwachukwu and Mrs. Lechi Yetunde. You are all welcome on this program. So we are going to look at collection of PVC.
I appeal to Nigerians to endeavor to collect your PVC. The collection ends on the 22nd of January 2023. This election is a critical, existential election for Nigeria, and all of us must endeavor to vote, elders and youth alike. I appeal to Nigerians to endeavor to collect your PVC. The collection ends on the 22nd of January. I appeal to Nigerians to endeavor to collect your PVC. The collection ends on the 22nd of January 2023. This election is
Sorry, our people, it's just some technical hitches coming from our studios, but we will get back to you as soon as we get things corrected. The technicians are working on it, and we hope that you stand by with us.
Can I, okay.
Yes, thank you very much. We are back, and our discussion today is centering on, we have listened to our one of the runners, the Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Obi, asking us to go and collect our PVC. So, on this note, I want to connect with my team to respond on this issue. Can we at least before that introduce ourselves? Starting with you, Mr. Chid Okemado.
Okay, my name is Chidi Okemado. I'm the Global Head of Project Management Directorate for PPNG. We might be talking about collecting PVCs now, but basically what does that entail? What does that mean? The structure of Nigeria to liberate ourselves over the next 4-8 years is predicated on having your PVC in your hand and visiting the polling unit on the 11th of February. That is the A to Z of it, which I'm going to come back to that structure, the journey we need to embark on to free Nigeria, a four-step journey from capital development leading to full employment in Nigeria. But it depends on you having that PVC in your possession. Thank you.
Thank you. Can we hear from Mr. Emmanuel Nwachukwu, please?
Yeah, my people, the Nigerians here, I greet you all. My name is Emmanuel Nwachukwu, a member of the P2B Support Network in Germany, and also a member of the P2B media team here, supplying you with this information. Like our brother said, and everybody have been saying, and we want to elaborate on today, is about the collection of PVC. So, arịọ ndị Igbo niile na-arịọ ndị mba Naịjirịa niile ebe ọbụla nọ ka ị gbara ọsọ ugbu a. Onye isi anyị agwara anyị na the 23rd of this very January ka a ga-emechi collect PVC. So ọ ka mma na ị gbara ọsọ ugbu a ka ị nwee ike inweta ya on PVC. Ndewo.
Thank you very much. Can we hear from Mrs. Lemchi Yetunde? Can you join your voice with the voice of P2B and other speakers to say something about this PVC issue?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's program. My name is Mrs. Yetunde Lemchi. I'm the FCT coordinator for P2B support group in Abuja, Nigeria. And I'm also a member of the CPO Religious Committee. And I'm also with the media. Nǹkan tó jẹ́ ká pàdé lọ́jọ́ tí ó ní kókó pé kẹ́ lọ gba PVC yín. PVC ó jẹ́ nǹkan tá a máa lọ lò lọ́jọ́ ìdìbò ní February 11 láti dìbò fún ẹni tí a fẹ́. Òun ni agbára tí ìjọba fún àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè láti yọra wa kúrò ní ìgbèkùn, kúrò ní wàhálà, kúrò ní àìní. Òun ni nǹkan pàtó tí a need láti lọ sọ pé èèyàn báyìí la fẹ́ jẹ́ kó máa jọba lórí wa. Láìsí yẹn lọ́wọ́ wa kò sí bí a ṣe lè sọ pé kí ìjọba dára. A lè jókòó ńlé ká máa kùn àbí ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ ní pé eléyìí ò dá, ìkan wọ́n ń pa wá, wọ́n ń kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa. A lè máa sọ yẹn tí a bá jáde láti lọ tẹ̀ka lọ́jọ́ February 11 láti dìbò fún ẹni tí a fẹ́ kó jọba lórí wa, fún ẹni tí a fẹ́ kí ó gbé wa lọ sí ipò ìlú Nàìjíríà èyí tí a fẹ́. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have all heard it from wonderful people here with me on this program. You have heard it from His Excellency Peter Obi. Go and collect your PVC. Without PVC, there is no new Nigeria. Without PVC, there is no change. Without PVC, you are empowering the people that are supposed to be removed to stay in power. Without PVC, we cannot do anything in this coming election. For this election to be successful and achieve the expected results, we must go and collect our PVC. Thank you very much. And also, please do not sell your PVC. If you are selling your PVC, you are selling your destiny and you are selling your future. And God and people of Nigeria will not forgive you. You need your PVC. PVC is your right and is your power to say enough is enough. And on this note, we were going to discuss on why must we vote for P2B. As many of you have this question, many of you are, some people are not yet convinced. I know there are many obedience, and many people are now convinced that it's P2B. We are doing this program for some people that maybe still have some questions or undecided electoral people that want to know why must I vote for P2B compared to other runners. And I will start with Mr. Chidoke Mado. Why must we vote for P2B? Why not other candidates? You're mute, sir.
Sorry about that. The case is very simple and straightforward. Let's go to track record. Track record of human capital development under P2B in Anambra State. Anambra State rose from being 26th in the country in educational development to number 1 because he foresaw, he had the vision, just like Awolowo, the impact human capital development can play in the nation's development. He knew that, just like Awolowo foresaw, and he invested heavily in education and human capital and moved Anambra from number 26 to number 1. With human capital development, you get productivity injected into the economy. With productivity in the economy, you get wealth creation. People begin to create wealth in the economy. And with wealth creation comes full employment. Why full employment? It means that 133 million Nigerians that has been pushed into poverty under the PDP APC administration will now be rescued. We do not have to have people who are desperate to go and kidnap relatives and other people and basically go extort money from other citizens. We need, instead of the cash, borrowing money from China and sharing it out to families and relatives, couched under cash grants. That does not create wealth. That does not eliminate poverty. Also, the rail track that was developed in Lagos, if you compare the cost of developing rail track elsewhere in the world, Addis Ababa, what they have done is to create, to borrow from China and kept in a family account $41 million every kilometer of rail track that was developed. If you have not gotten your own share of that money in the family account, you need to really now go and pick up your PVC to change the situation. If you have not gotten your share of the fuel subsidy in trillions that have been shared out to Nigerians, you really need to go, shared out to a few Nigerian politicians and family. You need to go and collect your PVC to change the situation. Because what we want is full employment for the entirety of Nigerian youths and women, not wealth to exclusive family members and politicians. And under P2B, with human capital development, we are going to attain full employment, but it is dependent on you having your PVC for before the 20th or 22nd of January, so that on the 11th of February, 25th of February, we all walk to the polling station hand in hand and defeat the Caesar pharaohs of Nigeria that has come to milk and maim the nation, the feudal lords that impose themselves on us and milk us as if they have no conscience. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chidi Okemado. We have heard it. He listed practical reasons and explained practical reasons why we must vote for P2B. And I want to hear more because we need to be convinced, and many of you want to be convinced practically that P2B is the right candidate compared to other candidates. Let's hear from Mrs. Lemchi Yetunde.
Ẹ kú dédé wòyí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Kókó nǹkan tá a fẹ́ sọ òun ni pàtàkì Peter Obi tí a fẹ́ dìbò fún. Kí ló dé tí à ń sọ pé kẹ́ dìbò fún? Ó jẹ́ ènìyàn tó yẹ pé ó ń pa ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ mọ́, tó bá sọ pé òun fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan ó máa ṣe ni. Ní Anambra State èyí tó wà ń bẹ̀ fún ọdún mẹ́sàn-án àti fún gbogbo nǹkan tó dẹ̀ ṣe pátá òun tó sọ pé òun máa ṣe òun dẹ̀ ló ṣe. Education ó gbé àwọn ọmọ tí ó ti jáde kúrò ní school tó fẹ́ ṣe school ó gbé lọ sí òpó gíga ní gbogbo ní Nàìjíríà àwọn ló wà ní number 1 and also ní gbogbo àwọn pension tó ń gba pension àwọn bàbá àti ìyá arúgbó tí ebi ń pa wọ́n ó fún wọn gbogbo wọn pátá ní gbogbo pension wọn ó gbìmọ̀ láti ṣètò bí àwọn police gbogbo wọn pátá all the sectors of the state bí wọ́n ṣe máa wà settled òun ló fi ń jẹ́ kí state náà kó fi lọ sí ipò gíga. Nǹkan tá a tún sọ pé kí a dìbò fún Peter Obi àfẹ́yàn tó máa wá kó gbogbo àǹfààní tó jẹ́ fún tó wà fún mẹ̀kúnnù èyí tó wà fún gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà kéèyàn kan àti àwọn fámílì ẹ̀ kó wá máa jogún rẹ̀. Ọ́ìlì tí a sọ tá a ní a fẹ́ àwọn èèyàn tó yẹ pé gbogbo resources Nàìjíríà ó máa wà ní léṣoléṣo. Gbogbo nǹkan tí à ń fi export títí kan toothpick òun là ń rà láti òyìnbó a fẹ́ máa ṣe gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ní ìlú wa ká máa ṣe gbogbo aṣọ èmi ní bàtà èmi ní gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń lò building materials everything ó yẹ ká máa ṣe ní ìlú wa. Gbogbo ẹ̀dẹ̀kẹ̀ ní pàtórí Peter Obi kan ti sọ ó ní òun máa transform Nàìjíríà sí ìlú tí ó ń produce òun ṣe ìlú ta kàn ń jẹ ta kàn ń gba gbogbo ẹ̀ no ìyẹn ló máa mú iṣẹ́ wá fáwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa ìyẹn ló máa mú ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ ìyẹn ni ò ní jẹ́ ká àwọn èèyàn kó máa lọ into banditry kidnapping gbogbo ẹ̀ òun ló máa create wealth as in owó fún gbogbo mẹ̀kúnnù láti yọ wá nínú poverty. Ọ̀tọ̀ tún nìyẹn ó dẹ̀ tún sọ pé ẹni tí ó ní ìmọ̀ láti ṣe ìlú yìí òun ló jẹ́ ká dìbò fún nítorí pé òun ti travel òun ti mọ̀ bó ṣe ń ṣe nǹkan ó lọ India ó lọ Mexico ó gbogbo ibẹ̀ yẹn ìlú bó ṣe ń ṣe ní Egypt even gan iná táà ní gbogbo ibẹ̀ ló ti mọ̀ bá ṣe máa ṣe nílùú wa tó fi máa ṣe kíni tó fi máa wà tá fi máa ra níná lò ìta lo gbogbo owó wa tó yẹ ká máa fi jẹun òun la fi ń repo sí jẹnẹrétọ̀ gbogbo yẹn ò ní sí mọ́ a máa ní iná tí iná bá dẹ̀ ti wà gbogbo industry ó máa bẹ̀ sí ń ṣiṣẹ́ gbogbo industry tó bá dẹ̀ ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ ó máa gbàyàn síbi iṣẹ́ àwọn èèyàn máa bẹ̀ sí wà níbi iṣẹ́ àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ò ní tún ní sọ pé àwọn ò ríṣẹ́ ṣe gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mẹ́lọmẹ́lọ ní Peter Obi tó máa ṣe fún wa. And again téèyàn bá wo track record òun ṣèyàn tó ń kówó jẹ òun ṣèyàn tó yẹ pé ó máa lóṣò ti owó mẹ̀kúnnù no he's a man of integrity and a man of integrity will seek to do that whatever he says he will do he's going to do it. Ẹ ṣé gan púpọ̀.
Thank you very much. We have heard it from our sister, Mrs. Lemchi Yentude. She said it all. I need interpretation on that, but I know I use 1 + 1 to know that she is saying to you that Peter Obi is the right person, that Peter Obi is the right candidate for this position. And before we go further, let us hear from Mr. Emmanuel Nwachukwu.
Yeah, I greet you all. Our nobodo anyị wụ obodo nọchiri anọchi obodo na-akwụrụla ka obodo ndị ọzọ ajụjụ agara ịwa ajọ gị aga echiri aka na afọ chịwa ọchị kedu ihe ị ga-eje voturu Peter Obi na ndị nke ọzọ ọ wụ ga-echiwa ọchị because anyị niile nwere anya anyị na-ahụ ụzọ anyị nwere ntị anyị na-anụ ihe o nweghị ihe eji ama atụ ma nyere Peter Obi Atiku na Tinubu ọ bụ na ahụ ịdị ike ọ bụ na mmanwụ ka ịgba gangam ọ bụ na okwu ọnụ ọwa ajụjụ wụ na Naịjirịa sọsọ wee ebe a ga-ajụ ajụjụ a asa akwụ okwu anyị anaghị etinye ọnụ n'okwu ọwụ ajụọ gị aga-esi onye ahụ mọkọrọ inyo gawa ebe ọ na-aga ahụ na ndị awụ ndị na-achịala obodo a na-anọrọla n'obodo n'ihe politiks afọ over 30 years mgbe ha dị ka dị ndụ ahụ ha jiri ha afọ onweghị ha metara or who has the Hana Bala, their boarding pass to death. Our young Behag Mata. When they got to know Piku or for one of Moga Apota, ya go from Purezo, Mautinum Bunaga, Pulino Quia, or you not get Melly or Fu, go for Quia at Rosike or Tehane. I won't dare get Jat to repeat to be. Now, him with them no more than the wine, the walking and the wine, and I hand or walk a neighbor. My hair bastard development.
I can't use 20,000 to go and buy food stuff. You are telling me about Peter Obi? When the present leaders went to school in my area,
our brother is talking about, let's hear
free of charge.
In support of what he's saying.
We were given free money.
In support of what I have said, let's hear what this gentleman is saying about Peter Obi.
Garden today, just to go to that kind of school, or even primary school. You are telling me about religion? I feel pained when an Igbo man will see me and say, you people marginalize us. Or Yoruba man will see me and say, we marginalize them. Or any other tribe at all. I say, these people, they don't know what they're talking about. Because I am more marginalized than them with my own people ruling. It's not about Obi, it's about my freedom. It's about my children's freedom. It's about Nigerians' freedom. And what you ask, whether or not Peter Obi will be there, take this to the bank because it will turn to money for you. As a matter of fact, dollars. Comes February next year, Peter Obi will be declared the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. By the special grace, inshallah, isn't light Allah. Nothing and nobody is going to stop this movement. We have to be there. It is either we are there or we are there. Or we are there. There is no second choice. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Finally, all these APC, PDP, they are as if they are not fighting any other person but Labour Party. What
Why
advice
can't
do you
they
have
fight them?
Mm-hmm.
Can you use broom to fight? Can you? When terrorists are using guns to fight you, can you use umbrella to fight? When terrorists are using guns to fight you, who are the terrorists? They are human beings. And what Labour represents is human being. We are talking about human beings taking their destination by their own hands. And you say they will not be scared. You say they will be ahead of him when people, human beings, are saying, this man, you have to be there. It's not broom that is saying you have to be there. It's not umbrella saying you have to be there. Human beings are saying you have to be there. And you say they will not be afraid. They must have sleepless nights. But we will show them pepper. Their name is Pepper. We will show them pepper. I swear to God who created my lips. I'm talking to you at the bottom of my heart. I have no regret in this movement. And I have every belief that we are there.
Now, brother, continue.
So, una nukwala ya n'aka onye ka onye Hausa na-akọrọ anyị ihe dị iche iche anyị kwesịrị ije atụnyere Peter Obi. Onye ahụ nwoke ka ji kpụ ndụ ya n'ọnụ karịa ndị nke niile a na-eji anyị. Anyị ahụla ebe ọ na-asa ajụjụ, ndị nke ọzọ na-agbara ajụjụ ọsọ. Ọ bụ ndị ga-agara anyị mba. Nwoke ji aga mba. Ọ bụghị ndị ga na-ebu ma mamịrị na akpa na-aga mba. Nigeria have been living in shame for over centuries now, if I should say so. We don't need much shame anymore. Sending these people as our president that cannot answer questions, that cannot make any coherent sentence, is going to be a double shame to our nation. So there is a lot of things. You cannot compare. I don't know. You can never compare Atiku, Tinubu, Kwankwaso, or any other candidate out there with Peter Obi. The phenomenon he have created is not a borrowed one. It's one that
I can't use 20,000 to go and buy food stuff. You are telling me about Peter Obi.
Sorry about that.
When the present leaders went to school,
that has to do with marriage
in my area, they went free of charge. We were given free money to go to.
Okay.
So it's one that has to do with merit. People who are human. Now one can go and verify. And then the matter verify when this very phenomenon wine, takere, mando Kenya, mad nearly jinapata na street, ne kwe na opito bika gatoro, woke ahu dike, de anono. That is why I get Jia to pito be. That is why I get Jia wine for the man monage or the man oh my gamwechi. Or the any line kubua. Oh, just mpempe ji gbasara ndị ọgbasara n'ukwu ụmụ a ga-amụ echi ndị anyị na-alụrụ ọgụ awụ ụmụ ndị anyị ga-amụ echi next generations to come. That is why we are in this fight. Some of us in the next to have 8 years to rule, but the foundation he's going to put on the ground is the thing that we are talking about, that the thing Nigeria needs, that will carry Nigeria furthermore to the next generations to come. And that is why we're in this fight, not necessarily for our own very self. A lot of us have decided to take it the way we see it, but we are fighting for the benefit of the unborn children, so that this foundation he was laying now will continue. Any other person who comes in, people will be there coming in to contest the election based on what they are doing, what they have done, who they are, what they wish to do for the people in goodness. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much, my brother. Before we summarize, I want us to see one or two things that will base our discussion. We have said it all. We have said it all that P2B is the right candidate for this presidential election this year. That is the right person to be voted into this position based on the people's opinion, based on people's choice, based on people's mandate, based on experience, based on health, based on ability, based in capability, based in honesty, based in character. P2B is the right candidate. Now, we want to show you a few reasons that will prove to you, if you have any reason, if you have any evidence in the public domain that will say otherwise, that P2B is not the right candidate, we will be happy to hear from you. But at this moment, we have a lot of evidences in the public domain that proved beyond every reasonable doubt that P2B is the right candidate that we must vote into the power. P2B has no corruption charges on him. You cannot put your hands right now as I'm talking to you that you will say that this is corrupt charges or any criminality on his name. People have searched all over in database. They cannot find a single criminality, a single corruption or that charges that you can put your hand against P2B. But watch and see what I'm going to show to you now. Now compare and contrast the character I'm going to show to you right now. All this is in the public domain, so don't crucify me, okay? And don't crucify any of us here. All this you see right here, they are in the public domain, so you can lay your hands on them. I want you to show me one in the public domain against or in the against or in that obese image or name against this position. Watch and see what I'm going to show to you now. Watch and see.
Thank you very much.
Look closely. I hope you are looking. I hope you are looking. That is a bride. That is bride. The two candidates, look at that is a bride. Let me go back again. That is a bribe.
Thank you
Take
very much.
the presidential candidate and his deputy. Presidential candidate and his deputy. Of course, the picture and everything is there. Look at that. Bribing somebody for election purpose. You can see that. You can
Thank
see
you
that.
very much.
Now tell me, is this the kind of person that you will want us to vote for? Tell me, is that the kind of person you want Nigerians to vote for? Is that the kind of person you want Nigerians to vote for? So is that the kind of person you saw the video I showed to you now? A presidential candidate with his deputy giving bribe. So this is a bribery. This is bribery and corruption. You can see that in the public. This is the character of the person that wants you to vote for him. And I don't know whether Mrs. Lemshi, do you have anything to say about this?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, when you talk about character, because Peter Obi is always mentioning character,
Yes.
these are the people like Tinubu, those are the people that lack character, because these are people that they think that money can get them anybody. They can buy their way through money. Only for to go to make sure that their own ambition, irrespective of anybody's to anybody's benefit or interest, but as far as their own interest is already covered, they don't care. But the truth of the matter is that the Nigerians have been so poor that they now understand money, because they've drained everybody. They've drained the minds of people. They've drained all the resources that in their custody. So they're like bringing out peanuts, so that like what the slave masters in those days were doing. And that is the problem that we have now in Nigeria, all about money. But Peter Obi wants to change that narrative in politics, that you must stand to your rights. You must stand to the right to earn good education, the right to get good health. These are people that they will not go with you to the same hospital. Like one lost in hospital, one man lost abroad, one law abroad, Lord treat around. So we need to, that's why he wants to come and change that thing. Also, when it comes to education, their children don't go to school here in Nigeria. Gbogbo wọn máa ń lọ abroad, Harvard, UK, US, they don't stay here in Nigeria. That's why ASU strike has lingered. Can you imagine 8 months plus? And even now is running on skeletal schedule in universities. Lecturers are fed up, So all those things the Peter Obi wants to change. And he said to change it. That's why I even love that slogan. We don't give shishi and we don't collect shishi. So that this will start from us as a movement. Everything will change. The change will start from us. And we are going to see that change here in Nigeria. Come from March. We're going to see that change in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Mrs. Lemshi. What a wonderful analysis of the video. Okay, I'm going to show you another one. But we're talking about the character. And I said the program today, we're talking about the character. Character means a lot. And the program today is about exposing everything that practically exposing the good and the bad. Evil, the good, the bad, and ugly, isn't it? So we want to expose so that people will have informed concept, informed opinion. People will be well informed to make decision. Yeah, this man called Tinubu, even before the public, the eyes of everyone, he was collecting bribe and he was collecting money from his even with the aid of is that a military man there? Was that a military man with an aid of a military man who was there. I don't know whether it's a military man or Navy or whatever, but that man was one of the security agents. Okay? Was one that collected the money from the deputy, from his running mate, from his deputy to be, no, sorry, not deputy to cannot, but it cannot be, from his partner, collected the money and gave to Tinubu, and Tinubu now was bribing a chief of a particular locality so that they will vote for him. Open bribery, open corruption. This one is not enough of all the information in the public media about the source of his money. This is not enough of all the charges, corruption charges, drug charges, money laundering. This is not enough. But the whole thing is now, the next thing is, let us see again another point that we will digest and dissect. Just bear with me. These are the character of people that want us to vote for them. You know, the character of people that want us to vote for them next year. It cannot happen. God will not allow it. Nigerians will not allow it. It will not happen. Not in our own time. It will not. It will not happen. So let's see another one. People that want us to vote for them.
I feel very, very emotional about it, because I believe if we had handled the issue of electricity when we were in office by 2005, we would have provided enough electricity for the people of this country. But unfortunately, we did not follow that route.
Hey, did he just admitted to? But Alaji Toriolong, Alaji, what happened to the $16 billion that you and Obasanjo said you spent on electricity?
We collected money from local government, states, federal government, and others. The first set of contracts were given. Some contracts were paid 100%. We left, nothing was achieved.
Yeah. Baba.
We left, nothing was achieved.
You left, nothing was achieved in 8 years, and you want us to vote for you again.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Somebody who cannot give account of somebody cannot give account of the money given to him for electricity. Mr. Wachuku, we please help us. Even in your dream, would you vote for this particular person? Would you vote for Atiku?
You know, the problem I even have, these people, like I said, have already collected their boarding pass to going away from the war. The problem I'm having is the younger ones who are campaigning for them at this point. People like Femi Kayode and the Waziri Dalama of Kano. These are all people that are supposed to understand, But what is there is that because of this corruption that these people have implanted in the system of our people, have made a lot of people like Fani Kayode and the Waziri, them have lost hope in Nigeria. So they believe that going into government is just to go and grab money. When you are telling them they know P2B is up to something, but their inner mind cannot allow them believe that something can be done. These are people who have lost faith in Nigeria because of the kind of corruption that is going on. If you are told, if somebody like me, when I know that Tinubu Atiku still have up to 10 supporters, my brother, is for me like a miracle. It's like a miracle. And when you go, sometimes they go to their campaigns, you see up to thousands of people there. Then I start to think about what kind of a country have we become. This is a country of plenty mad people. Although all of us are not crazy. Our people are intelligent, but people have lost faith even in the good upbringing of Nigeria. If younger ones like what is them? Oh, you see this Remy also, Reno. These are people who know very well. The injection, this very corruption attitude. These are people who have been in the government, people who have lost hope of the betterment of Nigeria. That's why they are doing this. And that is what P2B is about to come and change the narrative. That is why we all who have not been exercising this political system before, we are all into it. Myself, this is the first time I've ever listened to anything politics in Nigeria. When we run away from Nigeria because of the bad corruption, you can see that the music of Fela Kuti and Sonny Okoso is still resonating up to today. So when we run away, say, okay, well, bye-bye. I had nothing to do with Nigeria for years till I hear this sound, that is this bell that is ringing now of P2B. We listen, we want to know what is he talking about. Then we saw somebody who is talking from the point of view that interests everybody. When you hear him speak, somebody who is talking from what he did, not what he's going to do. This is the only time he have changed the trajectory, the way election is being handled here. People before used to go and sit down and roast corn. When it comes to election time, they go and roast corn with a woman selling corn on the street. They go and they eat food with the beggars just because to make them feel humble. But this time they cannot do it anymore because there's nothing like that anymore. You have to tell us when you were there for over 30 years, when you had yourself as a young man, you couldn't do it. It's this time you are nearing your grave. You want to tell us that what are you going to do?
Thank you. You see, we can see that. You can see the short movie of interview of a program of one of concerned Nigerian showing the inept or the ineptitude of a past president who was given a contract or was in charge of electricity to transform electricity in Nigeria. Okay? Yeah. And the amount in question here is about 16,000 16 trillion 16 trillion
$16 billion.
Is that billions? Yeah, $16 billion. Okay? That for him to transform our country's electricity. And this man did not do anything about it. And he confessed with his mouth, he confessed with his mouth that they ended up doing nothing. And he could not give account. He could not give account of this particular money. This money, $16 billion. My God, do you know what that it is? Do you know what that is? 16 billion dollars. That is enough to transform our electricity. So nothing was done. And where is the money? Where was the money? Where is the money? He was asked about it and he could not give account. He just said, we didn't do anything. And you did not do anything. This is an opportunity given to you to change our country. You did not do. He said it. We ended up doing nothing. We did not achieve anything. Yes. And now you want us to come back and vote for you because overnight you were transformed. You become an angel overnight. Nigerians, shine your eyes. Shine your eyes. In fact, this guy, we're supposed to pick this guy up and ask him about our $16 billion. He ate this money, he squandered this money, or whatever he did with the money. He could not give account of this money. And he's coming back again. This time, he will steal all of you. This time, he will steal, and even steal generation to come. Now, let me ask you, young ones, the youths of Nigeria, do you want to be the future leaders of this country? If the answer is yes, the person that can assure that transition is Peter Obi. Because you know what? Peter Obi is not spending money in this election. Peter Obi is not sharing money in this election. So when Peter Obi wins, because I'm not going to use if, because definitely by the grace of God, Peter Obi is going to win. So when Peter Obi wins, it means that the money, the bribery of corrupt politics is dead and dead forever. That means you have hope as a youth to come out in a free and clear, enabling ground with everyone and contest without asking yourself, how much do I have? If you allow Tinubu to win, if you allow Tinubu or Atiku to win, what you have done is you have killed perpetually, you have killed forever every interest of every opportunity for youth becoming leaders of this country. Because ask yourself as a youth, how much have you saved to be able to compete with these people that have stolen our money, long from, do you know the time they started stealing? Even till now, they are still stealing, and you want to compete with them. You find out that you will be given 1 naira, they will be given 1 million, and who will vote for you? For you youth to change this country is for you to vote for Peter Obi. If you vote for Peter Obi, there is a hope that next election that anyone can come up who has the gift, the talent, the experience, the capability, and people will vote for you, not because you have money, not because you are sharing money. Peter Obi wants to end the evil of sharing money during the election. Vote for Peter Obi. And I want to tell you again, would you give, you see a goat, and you take your yam and give a goat to keep for you. Hey, what are you trying to do? The goat will feed the yam. Are you going to take goat and give to lion to keep for you? The lion will eat the goat. So when you vote for these two people, all you are doing is you are destroying the entire country. In fact, nothing is left. Nothing is left. The only one that is going to come and have patience to pick the country, to pick the pieces of the country together is Peter Obi. These ones you see, they're even going to steal you and make you slave in your country. Look at one of them was a president of a state, Lagos State. Ask yourself, after his 8 years tenure as a governor, is he still in charge of that state? Yes, he's still in charge of that state. Throughout that 8 years, he was the governor of that state, and even till now, all his family members are in one political appointment or the other. That means Lagos belongs to them. If you want to be governor tomorrow, you must have served him in a one dirty deal or the other that have formed within that. You must have slaved yourself well for the family before they can project you. And that is what's going to happen to Nigeria. If he becomes the president, even when after his 8th tenure, he will make sure that people that become president, that his thugs and people and evil godsons. And you cannot near there. You want to die? Go and ask people that challenge his candidates in other positions that he brought out. What happened to them? Even we are calling a Buhari as a bad president. Go and ask in confidence how many of these persons um, people that he submitted, how many of his candidates are holding important positions in the current, since Buhari's regime? How many of his? You will find out that most, up to 5 or about even more of important positions, people that run the country, were on his hand. based on his godfather, people that he presented. So he's and parcel of our problem. Is not only Buhari. And moreover, he said that he's going to continue where Buhari stopped. So now compare what Buhari has done and what he's going to continue doing. You see that we are going to go into it's not from fire to frying pan.
From frying pan to fire.
Okay, from frying pan to fire. So we're going to go into hell. Now I think we're in purgatory now. We're in purgatory now. If any of these people wins, we are going to now hellfire.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, if you have not picked their PVC, and if you have not made up your mind to vote for Peter Obi, you have yourself to blame. Me, I can come to Nigeria anytime I want if I want to come. My brother here is in Germany. Me, I'm in UK with my family. So if you want to kill Nigeria, kill. But please don't kill Nigeria. Because Nigeria belongs to all of us. My children would like to know where they come from. These two persons have nothing to offer you. They have nothing to offer you. The youth of Nigeria, they have nothing to offer you. Run for your life. Go and vote for Peter Obi. Use everything that is within your limit. Use your life, everything you have, to get Peter Obi to be the next president. But if you fail it, let's watch the last program. Then we conclude and go. Just one more. It's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate, my brother.
One of the reasons I want to speak about him is that in the media, there has been accusations and counter-accusations about the money he left in Anambra State. And as a participant at that time in 2013-2014, I would like to again restate that Peter Obi actually left the money he said he left. And I had documented it in my back page article that I wrote some 2 years ago on the 8th of June 2020. I happened to be the CEO of Diamond Bank at that time, and he came to my office. He wanted to leave the money in cash, and we said no. We strategized and said we'll invest the money in Euro bonds. I personally helped him exchange Naira to dollar, about $155 million, which were invested in the tier 2 capital of some of the banks, and then in some Euro bonds. Some of them have maturities up to 2023, so some of the monies have not matured.
So, you have had it. I'm challenging you again. Provide to me next anytime. You have my Facebook and YouTube channel. You can go to Yes Peter B Facebook or YouTube. Present to us any information on the public domain denting the image of Peter B. The only thing you will see there is testimonies of the good things he has done as a governor, as a governor of Anambra State, and all the directors of different companies. That guy has done well in his life as a person. He has earned people's trust through his past and present behavior. This is the only person that we can trust that can go to international conferences and international businesses and meetings and defend and represent Nigerians well. This is somebody who is very articulate and organized. This is somebody who can present to you his thoughts, his plans in a clear language, in a clear sentences, in a clear communication. This is somebody who can communicate clearly to you. This is somebody who knows what he wants to say and knows how to say it. This is somebody who is educated, who is learned, who is knowledgeable, who is intelligent, who is clever, who is smart, and who is young, who is vibrant, who is strong. This is somebody who knows what Nigerians want. He has done it in Anambra State. He inherited Anambra State in crisis, but before he left, you had the testimony of this young the person that we watched now. You had the testimony of what he did in Anambra State. Would you live where ndị be anyị si hapụ ebe a na-echi ọzọ kọba ebe a na-arụ agwụ? Agwa ntị ma ntị anụghị, ebere isi nye na ntị esoro. Nigerians, this is the only opportunity you have to change this country. All this money that are given to you, all this ill-gotten money, Nigerian stolen money that are given to you, say no to them. Stand your ground, because our redemption from God through Obi is near. If you reject Obi, I don't know whether you have this opportunity again, because whether Atiku wins or Tinubu wins, you cannot, they will pass over the leadership to people like them, and you will not get it back again. This is our opportunity. Before we go, we want to thank our brothers and sisters that are here with us, and we want to hear finally from them before we go. Mr. Emmanuel Nwachukwu, please greet us and say your final advice to Nigeria for today's program.
Yeah, ndị Igbo na ndị Nigeria niile, ndewonu, udo na ọṅụ dịkwara unu. Ihe awa afọ ọhụrụ, and Chukwu mere ebere na ọnwụ n'afọ ọhụrụ a ka anyị chere ije chenji obodo Nigeria. Ahụkwara ndị m enyemaka na mgbalị ndị mmadụ niile nọ, ndị obodo ma ndị Hausa ma ndị Igbo ma ndị Yoruba, ọtụtụ ndị niile nọ ndị Nigeria mgba ha na-agba ka agbanwe obodo anyị. Ana m arịọkwa unu na-arịọsi unu ike ka unu ghara ịda mba, ka unu nwekwa ume again. Otu ọbụla o siri dị, ije a na-aga ugwu ije ntakịrị, ọwụgwala ije dị mfe, ọwụwa ije ga-anya arụ, maka na ndị anyị na ha na-alụ ọwụ ndị na-ewerela tactics niile dị iche iche jide obodo Nigeria, ma n'inye ego ma na iri gị elekshọn, ụzọ aghụghọ niile dị iche iche ha werela jide obodo Nigeria. Ha werela ndị poverty mezie ka ndị mmadụ wụrụ enyi poverty. Poverty is now people's liking. People like to be poor in Nigeria. People like to be beggars in Nigeria. Here was a systematic time. When they give you, they say, hey, I hate you, Baba. That's what it has done to. But Ubua, this new year, I'm calling on my fellow Nigerians, both the ones at home and abroad. We are brought here to give support to the ones at home, to make sure they get their PVC, to make sure they go to the polling booths, to make sure they vote, and also to make sure they monitor their votes, to make sure that it will not be rigged, and make sure we get that change. Time instead of exodus, incidents in Nigeria, where people will be coming in, our people will be coming in, investors will be coming in, indigents will be coming in back home. That's what we want in Nigeria. So kelela munu nkuku from banile na aba, ma ndị nọ n'ala bekee ma ndị nọ n'ala Igbo, ndị nwoke ndị nwaanyị ndị okenye ndị ụmụazị, biko jisie n'ike onye adala mba. Get your PVC. Without PVC,
thank you.
There is no party. Without PVC, there is no P2B.
Yes.
Without PVC, there's no change. So, my people, get your PVC so that these things will be accomplished. Thank you very much.
Well done. Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel Nwachukwu, for coming and for all your contribution, for all your sacrifices for this, our country, Nigeria. History will not forget you. Let's hear from our Mrs. Lemshi Yetude, her last advice to Nigerians on this coming election. Yes. Thank you, my sister. Yeah, let's hear her last advice to Nigerians on this concerning this election that is coming. Thank you. Yeah, today, I think it's having problem with her internet.
It's like it's hanging or what?
Yeah.
Okay, then you have to plead on her behalf. Then we round up.
Yes. Sorry. That is one of the things that we want to change in Nigeria.
Yes.
That's one of the things we want to change in Nigeria. Imagine Nigerians cannot have stable network service. They cannot have stable. One of the persons that's supposed to join today was not able to join because for 4 days they have not had electricity in their area, and it has only 3 bars. Yeah. So thank God we have Yentude back. So let's hear from her last advice to Nigerians, and then we'll draw the curtain for today.
Okay, gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ láti sọ kalẹ̀ o. Ó wá kù sọ́wọ́ wa, ọmọdé tàgbà, obìnrin ọkùnrin, ká jáde lọ́jọ́ ìdìbò, ká kọ́kọ́ lọ gba PVC wa.
Sorry about that. That is Nigerian network. If you are watching this program now, that is exactly why we want to. That is exactly why we want it to be. It's good that it's happening now. You can see me. I'm talking from UK, and Mr. Emmanuel is talking from Germany, and none of us had any fluctuation in our network or in our electricity. Now, people that are coming from Nigeria, you can see how bad her network is. You can see how bad her network is. That is the change we want in Nigeria. All these people that have been leading you, all these people, they come to UK, they come to Germany, they come to all over the world. Okay? They know what is good, but they cannot do it for Nigerians. They cannot do it for Nigerians. You see? Yeah, today we're back. That is exactly what we want. Yeah,
Yes,
don't worry.
my phone is misbehaving.
No, not your phone. It's the system. Not your phone. It's the system in Nigeria. We want a change. Yes.
We need change in Nigeria.
You see? You see? That is it. That Nigerians, you can see that. You can see that. Tell me a country that you pay for your data. You bought your data, you paid your data because you cannot use the data. Because the system is so corrupt that even the people that you contracted to provide this cannot even give you a good service. You see, that is it. You see, she cannot talk anymore because the system is down. So on this note, I will be bringing the program to a conclusion. And before that, I want to thank every one of us. Thank Nigerians. Thank our candidate, Peter Obi, and his partner, his deputy. I think Tunde is back. I love that spirit of not giving up. That is what we want. Even what today has done now is the total summary of what we want every Nigerian to do. Don't give up, because they will try to use even network to frustrate you so that you will not come out and vote. What today did now is what we want you to do. Don't give up till the end. Let's hear from Tunde.
She's frozen again, I think so.
Oh my God.
She's frozen again. My brother, round it up so that for today.
Okay. We will be closing now. Thank you very much. Finally, I want to tell you, pick your PVC. Go out and vote. And vote for
Okay.
P2B and his partner Senator Yusuf Bat Ahmed. These are people that they will drive the vehicle into new Nigeria. Nigeria need the oil. Is like an engine that you must remove the old oil. You need to service a country every year. You need to service your vehicle every year. And therefore, Nigeria need a change. The oil in Nigeria, which is the old system, need to be changed the way you change your oil. And when you do that, believe in me, Nigeria will move forward. Okay, you two there?
Yes. We need a man that will change the narrative of this country. We need somebody that will have compassion, which is key to a good leader. And we need somebody that has a listening ear, which Peter Obi has. He's somebody that is agile. He can go to all the 30 states. He can go to troubled areas. He said something during his campaign last week. He said that even when he was advisor to the president, when Haiti, which is another country, had an earthquake, he told President Goodluck, that he wanted to travel there to go and see them and show compassion for them. And he went there. So even in Nigeria, too, he did the same thing. So we want that kind of leader that does not think that the leadership of presidency is his entitlement, like Jagaban. Don't say Emilokan. It's not like Emilokan. It's somebody that will change this country and will take it to the global level.
Okay. Thank you. We will end now by saying it is our turn. It is the youth turn. It's the Nigerian youth turn to take over Nigeria. It is no one turn. It is Nigerian turn. It means the youth turn to take over Nigeria. It's not no one's turn, not Tinubu's turn, not Atiku's turn. It is the youth turn to take over Nigeria. And the youth have said we want P2B, and P2B we will have. On this note, thank you very much as we end today's event.